E te iwi nau mai hoki mai ki te kemu tuarima o te rā tuarua o te National Secondary Schools competition down here in the beautiful Rotorua. The weather holding off for us today. Maya, we have a great matchup here consisting of ngā Taiatea, who we saw yesterday, and Tauranga girls, new to the live stream. What are you looking for in this game here, Maya?
I'm really looking forward to seeing the evolution or the growth and development from yesterday from ngā Taiatea. I thought they were outstanding yesterday and unfortunately couldn't get up over a team that was even more outstanding. So I'm really looking forward. I really enjoyed the way that they played. Names like Roimata, she was outstanding. The Rua girls, they were incredible. But Tauranga, as you said, new to the live stream, and Tauranga always, the Bay of Plenty itself, just so many incredible touch players come out of the Bay of Plenty. Really, really good coaches. And I'm not sure if you can see just in the back, it looks like in the up the wires hat with the black hat on there, we have Diane Kahura, and just such a giver to the sport of touch and in so many different ways. An incredible lady, and you see the smiles on this team, and there's no doubt that they'd be smiling when you have someone like her as coach. Just the culture that she creates just really lifts up the girls in the team. So interested to see how the Tauranga girls go in this game. Unfortunately, have no results as to how they've gone so far, but I'm sure under the guidance of Diane, they'll be a force to reckon with, and this ngā Taiatea team will have a real good game on their hands.
Yeah, no, a force to be reckoned with for sure. Speaking of forces, I am sure the ngā Taiatea wahine will come out just as strong as they did yesterday. Very much looking forward to seeing what they can bring come day 2. They walked over here, Maya, as a very cohesive unit, holding each other's jerseys. They looked very connected. That was the common theme going around as the claps go up and they start to sing their waiata in the box, and we see them to bring some energy. Very much looking forward to see what they bring out. A lot of energy from their box.
Here we go. Sean, you're getting up off your seat. Looks like you know the dance moves to this one. Did McLean's have a sort of a chant like that before pre-game?
No, we didn't ever get to go down the evolution of a chant. We sort of got told what our role was and sent out on the field to do the mahi. A great way to get the energy lifted, as we see on our screen here. Tauranga Girls College. The names to look out for: Gardner, Kahura, McLeod, Perenara, and Kuka, just to name a few. Coach, as we said, by Kahura, we're very, very much looking forward to what the Tauranga girls can put on display for us here.
Yeah, I made one of the teams. It's the Poto College. It was the Poto College mixed team when we were in our final. They looked super nervous, and I had to get them to sing a High School Musical song. Oh, I don't even know how it goes, and you don't want me to sing it. Anyway, I thought they'd be so ashamed to do it. It would break their stress that they're under. They were way too into it. It was quite sad to see, particularly the boys being way too into that song.
No, that's good to see. Oh, and as you say, Maya, you do think that it's going to knock the confidence, but for some reason it does build up the mana, and they go out there with a big mene, a big smile on all of their faces, and it's just so awesome to see the kotahitanga that they can take out onto the field.
We're into it. Game 5 of the live stream of Day 2 at the 2023 Bunnings Secondary School Touch National Championships here in Rotorua, as Tauranga straight down the middle of the field and really into their work, nice and quickly. Savage setting herself up again. Gardner off to Mrs. Savage. Long ball left to right. Oh, what a start. This is a bit of a heater to start with.
Yeah, I know that ngā Taiatea will come back just as hot, but what a great start from Tauranga. A very hot out the block team, and it's good to see how fast they've come to play and the energy that we can see from both teams here coming out of ngā Taiatea's red zone. Very
direct, very intentional so far. Only the second set of the game, and I tell you what, the heat's turned right up straight away.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. We've seen ngā Taiatea already come leaps and bounds above what they started yesterday, and it's good to see that with time that they are improving massively.
Rua there, unfortunately, couldn't quite get ball to hand. But again, I just like how direct things are and how everyone is on the same page. We see here, Tauranga now going through their transition set. Oh, what yards there from the number 7. She sneaks through the gap.
Yeah, Gardner, one to look out for, as highlighted by the staff and coaches here. I'm sure we'll see her show that turn of speed again, as we see Riri Nui giving a bit of direction there. The scoop out of dummy half. Well defended though by Ngā Taiatea. Great looks both ends, both with attack and defence. No try as of yet as we approach the 3rd minute of this game.
2 Gardner girls in the team. We see the second of the 2 going up to make their touch, the number 3, sorry.
We see here Harahup coming onto the field, a prominent player from yesterday's game on the live stream. She dishes it off, and I'm sure she'll look to have some sort of a hand in the play here as we get a backdoor coming open side. A great touch made there. Number 1, Ngātai, had to be made. I think if she didn't get that, she was through into the in goal there.
Yeah, I wondered if she actually touched the ponytail. It was about 1.5 meters long. Tauranga back into their stride. Really nice set so far. It's a 3rd touch. Well into the attacking half.
An asset these yards have been for all teams we've seen across the weekend has been just gritting their teeth and pushing as hard as you can, getting off the field. As you know, as soon as your job's done on that subset, you're in the box for a nice break. Get your breath back out there to do the mahi.
As we see there, Baxter Robinson Kennard, a young man in his 2nd national tournament. Been reffing for 4 years from Rotorua.
And that's exactly what we talk about as we see those yards coming.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, just called as a penalty there. But just the determination and the grit seen on their faces as they're coming out of their own half, really, really giving everything they've got left in the tank to get off the field and set up a great platform for the players coming on.
Kuka just doing their mahi. Or did we get away with a bit of a fumble there?
We see their striking weapons coming back on through the likes of Gardner. Nothing quite on that right side. They come back to the left. Recount is called, and I'll be looking forward to see what they can produce here through Gardner in the middle.
You've got Megan Gardner there working with the ball.
Well defended there by Ngā Taiatea. They'll be looking to hold their range nicely in the middle and not get too far separate, because I'm sure Tauranga will go back through this channel in the middle there.
Backdoor play just to get...
Again, the defence stepping up. Great defence from Ngā Taiatea, preventing a touchdown.
Seen some really nice dives in all the grades across the 2 days. It's obviously a skill that all the attackers need in the evolution of the game. Oh, nice left to right. We've seen the very first set of the game. Gardner coming down, throwing a left to right. Didn't quite go to hand, but this one much more accurate, and we're in for the first try of the game.
Ai, kua ki te mātou te piro tuatahi, ki te kapa o Tauranga girls, a great scoop. Going short side, the numbers just shutting in a little bit too tight. The great left to right long ball goes out to a great finish in the corner. Tahi ki te kore, the score for the first 4 minutes. As we see Ngā Taiatea making their way up the field, we're looking to centralise it. A little bit of confusion in there as we see a sweep coming around. They move back to their left side. The penalty has been blown.
Much needed penalty here. Roimata Darlington just asking for the mark. She now has the ball. Pass it off to Hineahurangi. Another penalty, that's 2.
And in the game of touch, Maya, when 3 penalties are blown, what tends to happen there?
Yeah, on the 3rd consecutive penalty on the scoreline, that's where the infringing player is removed to the side, not to the sub-box, to the side, as we see a left to right. We just seen a left to right pass down the other end, score the first touchdown for Tauranga. And here we have it for Ngā Taiatea. Nice, easy, simple play in the middle here, Sean.
Yeah, we just see the sweep coming, which engages the defenders to want them to protect their short side there. A nice scoop out of half from Hineahurangi, and that left to right, which is seen from both sides now, to the try in the corner.
Great pass there from Hineahurangi. 1-1. 6 minutes gone in our first half.
A bit of intent coming here from Tauranga girls. We'll look to see a set-up in the middle. Nothing comes of that play. Ngā Taiatea slow to come off the line, giving them a bit of room as we see a scoop going short side. That same play we saw before. This time, well defended on the left link there by Tohe.
Oh, we have the sideline referee coming in. Unfortunately, just one of the girls from Taiatea, a little bit injured. But, yeah, that was really, really good play there. We've seen McClenaghan there. Nice little scoop. Good setup by Maya Kahura. And then McClenaghan there, nice scoop. Couldn't quite catch up. But both teams really good attack down on the scoreline, Sean.
Yeah, very much an even matchup we've got going. Both teams in their 4th year of this tournament. Very impressive to see them both putting out all their best and amazing skills up on display. Just as we see the girls leaving the field here as we have a bit of an injury just in the in goal. Yeah,
really good. You see down the bottom of the screen there, Order Williams, again, one of the talented superstars that we've had in the Touch New Zealand scene for a long time. Just talking to her team, just getting them composed and refocused. Obviously, all the girls will be feeling guts as for one of their players who's on the ground. And the Tauranga girls as well, just in a huddle. We don't tend to see this too much in the games, and it's never ever what we want to see, but it's always great to see the management teams, they just get around their players and settle them down, refocus them as to why they're here so they can get back out and get amongst the game. If I know back home, you might be looking at the clock and seeing that it's still ticking down. It's normally when we are watching games on TV like rugby or something like that, the time stops. When there's 81 teams and they all need to get through about 8 games each, and you only got 3 days and there's only 16 fields in touch, time continues unless it's in a final. So that's why you'll see that time continue to tick down, and there will never be any rush. It's the player health and wealth and the health and well-being is the key priority, and we just take the time. But the great thing about the sport also, as you talked about yesterday, Sean, is the health professionals that we hear, and professionals is definitely not an understatement with regards to the quality of people and the mahi they do here.
Yeah, no, we're very lucky to have the healthcare professionals and the support all around the community, in the touch community, as you said, with the Alfie crew, with our healthcare, with our referees, our supporters, and also our sponsors that we have coming throughout the day. As you can see in the background of some of our shots, we have Bayleys backing New Zealand secondary schools and providing chances for teams to win a $500 travel voucher for this event. So if you head over to the Touch NZ Facebook page to enter and comment to let us know why your team is #altogetherbetter. We're looking for teams that embody the spirit of unity, teamwork and dedication as seen out on the field today, as the players look to come back and take the field with great sportsmanship as we hear the players clapping the unfortunately injured player that is leaving the field.
I tell you what, if the hashtag is all together, then the way we've seen Taiatea girls team come across for this game, they definitely look like they were all together. So if they have any whānau there from Taiatea Wharekura, then absolutely, the girls are awesome. As we kick back in, we got 5 minutes left in this first half.
And we wish the Taiatea player there all the best, and hopefully the injury is not too serious and a speedy recovery. No doubt the Taiatea wahine will take the field now to do their absolute utmost to do the best they can, as we see a player make a break here. Unfortunately, the call has been claimed, and we know that these Taiatea girls are very relentless. Wahine toa without a doubt, and we know that they will keep fighting right until the last minute. We scoop out of dummy half here. Looks long. A great ball, tip inside. Great skills there by the winger. Unfortunately, the cover defence equally as good, but just amazing to see those skills there of the tip and Maya.
You can't underestimate. She had no time to catch it, let alone catch and pass, and the pass was accurate. So great work there from the Taiatea winger. Good defence as well. Was able to shut down that play. As Tauranga, again, they've been really good in this space and transition. And here we see, flying in from that momentum they created.
Well defended there by the number 6 for Taiatea was Bennett. She came off her wing well just to close down what was looking like a great catch and pass, which could have ended very easily in a try. She's done well to shut it down. Also has orchestrated this whole subset play, playing as dummy half for 3 touches. In my opinion, Maya, the wingers become the absolute rock of your team in many aspects of the game, from your defensive stops to your attacking finishing. Again, controlling the subset to ensure that people can easily come onto the field. Just like that, we see a try.
Hine Ahurangi, she's normally the one setting things up. That time she was the finisher. Great piro there from Hine Ahurangi, as you see, just got on the outside, sucked in the next defender. Beautiful draw and pass. Great whole run there from Hine Ahurangi to take Ngā Taiatea Wharekura to a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, and you see the celebration there in the box by the Ngā Taiatea Wahine Toa. They're very happy with that dot down. They take the 2-1 lead, as you say, Maya, and they'll be looking to get a stop here and keep the momentum flowing in their side.
I thought the game started well, but since the break, both of these teams have come out as if it's the start of the game again, and it's really intense out there from both teams.
Yeah, and as you see, Roimata Harahap just organising everybody to sub off the field, and we see the number 6 again, Bennett, going in and just controlling that subset. A great check, isn't that? A check, whānau, for those that don't know, a check is a pass, and that's what we've been seeing throughout the whole field, the whole game, every subset. Teams are just getting that last little pass in there to get those extra yards up the field.
Here we go into the last attacking touch of the set. Just looking to left to right. No one could pass left to right back in the day. Now everyone can pass both ways, and these are incredible passes. I'll tell you what, of all the live stream games, this is probably the most well-balanced in terms of evenly matched in all the areas. Attack, defense, yards, both teams really, really good yards. Oh, this might be what Ngā Taiatea have been working towards, a repeat set. 6 touches on the attacking scoreline.
And it'll be interesting to see who they go to here as their strike weapon for Ngā Taiatea. I believe they are very well balanced across the whole set of 6 that are out there on the field at the moment, as we see the ball with a very strong touch there and enough to force the error, creating a touch and handover. Pākaharawa to tēnā, and they're very lucky to get the handover. They escape from having to D a whole set of 6 on their line, and here they come, the Tauranga girls rucking out of their half.
Not wanting to put in the mocker on any of these teams, but very well disciplined, both very few penalties in this game. And a shout out to the referees. We got Baxter, we got Matire and Tesha Tukurangi. Just another one of the cool people from the Hauraki. Her dad, a referee himself, very good referee, level 4 senior black badge referee, and has been for a long time.
And as we spoke about, the officiating today has just been magnificent. They're opening up the 7s, creating the game to just flow and allow the tamariki and the kaitakoro katoa just to show us all the skills that they've got and all the training that they've put in. It's creating a free-flowing game, and the lack of penalties then coming down to the sportsmanship as well as the gamesmanship carried out here by the Wahine. And we see Roimata Harahap just struggling to pick up a little bit of a fumble there in the ruck. A great setting play, however, from Hine Ahurangi. They look to be creating quite the combination there, Maya.
Yeah, really dynamic duo, those two. This impresses me, this yards here from Tauranga. And number 7, Gardner, being one of the leaders in that space. These must be the best things as an attacker when you get a penalty towards the end of your set. Unfortunately, they won't get to use all the touches, as we just heard the hooter in the background.
And the refs call the half there. Rua ki tētahi the score. Ngā Taiatea in the lead. We're looking forward to seeing very much of the same high intensity later in the next half. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Get Christmas ready with our lowest prices. This is the perfect time to set up for Christmas. Lighting can really help make those really special moments. Decorations, just to make things look pretty. You want to make sure that everything's right. We can help you make it a Christmas to remember.
Get the turkey on the smoker barbecue, $199. Relax on this timber bench set, $299. Be sun safe with a 2.5 metre market umbrella, $59.
When you find a competitor's lower price on the same stocked item, we'll beat it by 15%. Lowest prices are just the beginning.
This isn't about cameras. It's about getting a better shot so you can get a better result. A great photo of your property is more important than a picture of our agent.
Hey, sport is about more than just the game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. It's learning when to back yourself or back your buddies. It's actually being excited to get out of bed early on a Saturday. Sport is about more than just the game. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
Au we taukiri e hika mā. He tino rau e tēnā hawhi. He pai rawa atu tēnei kemu. The game that we've got on our hands, Maia, e kore ngā kupu, I'm lost for words. It's a fantastic game, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. I was thinking the same, that definitely this is the best game so far that we've had today. Again, I think that's because of the closeness of the competition. Both teams really strong in the transition area, work really hard for each other on defence, and then you've got the talent in the middle setting things up. There's been a few opportunities that haven't quite gone through to been achieved in terms of getting that touchdown, but no doubt the chat from the coaches, particularly what we're listening to here in the Taiatea wharekura box, I'm sure they'll be more accurate in that space and we'll see some more touchdowns in the second half. But great first half, really excited about the second half as we have Taiatea wharekura tapping us off, starting us off with this second half, heading from right to left on your screen into the wind. Not that we can feel it in here. She's actually pretty warm, isn't it?
No, we're very lucky in here as we see the wind slowly picking up with the flags in the background. We'll see if that has any effect on the game, but I'm sure that the speed that these wahine are playing the game at, I don't know if it'll have much effect on them.
Not much use of the kupuho in this game. Again, I talked about the discipline from both teams has been fantastic. Oh, did she get back on side? No, she didn't. Great start on the first set of the second half for Taiatea. Going to catch the number in the replay as we just see a simple quickie play, I think it was, in the middle of the field between the number 3, Kaiga Rotorua, just dishing it back off. An easy touchdown there for the number 13, Otimi. Otimi was a name that often come up in yesterday's game. And it's good to see her popping back up in the second half and being the dominant player that she was yesterday.
Ai, and kua ki te kaiwawau, haere tonu, I whakarongo te wahine, naya nei, he piro o te hawhi tuarua, and titiro ki te screen, we've got another try. The piro tuarua o te hawhi tuarua to Tauranga girls, bringing it back to 3-2. Maia, a game we have here.
Totally, this is the one we've been wanting, the game like this. We both spoke about it. We knew what Taiatea were likely to bring. We were unsure about Tauranga, and it's great to see we got a primo battle on our hands.
And no time in between sets here. Taiatea just wanting to tap it as quickly as possible. Trying to stay hot on the press here as Tauranga girls send a high point out to make the touch. Taiatea, a bit of a footwork from the number 5, Tuo Piki. The first we've said this name, but what a try there, Maia.
Yeah, totally. And again, Otimi had her hand in this, not only in this setup play here, but you see her go into the dummy half space. Really good timing from the back door, turned on the nos, and just too quick for the defender. Went in for a great try and got a mouthful of grass for her, for her efforts as well. As we see her there, number 5. To Opiki. 4-2, tit for tat. Love to see Tauranga come down here. Got a great chance here, penalty.
Ai, kia hau nei, he rawa ki te ngā wahine rereke, e mahi ana te mahi. Just to see different names out there taking the reins and a bit of leadership and getting some more opportunities. A little bit different to our first outing that we saw of Taiatea. We've got some different names stepping up, and it just shows, I guess, Maia, the depth that they do have in that squad.
McClenaghan with the ball. Ooh, great touch there, otherwise she was in.
Well defended there by Rua in the middle. and they'll look to close out the set here.
Kuka here. Kuka and McClenaghan. Kahuru with the ball. Oh, got her again.
A great defensive stop by both Rua and Rua, 3 and 4 in the middle there. Did very well to prevent a try, 6 touches deep. Unfortunately, the last hitter just not quite expecting the ball there. An error that Tauranga girls would love to take advantage of.
Just what Tauranga girls needed to get back into this game, keeping it close. Currently at 4-2. Maya Kahura, sorry. Here we see, just setting things up back towards the middle of the field. Pātea. Get a nice strong roll ball away. Ririnui on the ball, left to right again. Seems to be the favourite way to pass. Good defence from the winger from Taiatea. Repelled them after that early turnover in their attacking set.
Yeah, there's that number 6 Bennett again, which we spoke about in the first half as controlling the set, the subset very well, defensively very sound, and they get a great stop there. Great stop, and enough for the whole of the Taiatea sub-box to be jumping up and down. I think they really needed that one for the momentum here that we see coming on by Kuka. Oh, my apologies, Hene Ahurangi. A great transitional play here as we see Rua coming out of half. Just unable to find their player coming down the first chopping line.
There's a good read early in that set, a defensive read by the number 4, Pia Ririnui. Sorry, it was the number 9, Teki, where she went up. She could see that it was going to get checked off by the Taiatea team, and she got both touches. So they would have been in a world of hurt if she didn't do that. Here she is with the ball. Great on attack, great on D, good yards there. And here's the number 7, Gardner, who's been lethal both in the first half and in the second half. Setting things up for McLeod.
Again, well defended there by Taiatea Wahine. Lockdown defence on this right side or their left side. They seem to have it all very well covered as we'll look to see them come out of their half. Ball in the hands of Hene Ahurangi. Again, finding those extra yards. That'll come very much in handy for the subset coming on, as I'm sure we'll see the likes of Bennett or Tuopiki, Harahup. Oh, unfortunate there not to get a clean roll ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Gardner had a hand in the ruck there, accidentally, of course, as she definitely wouldn't do that intentionally. But a good outcome for the Tauranga girls.
Yeah, the Tauranga girls will be looking to, as we spoke about earlier, Maya, to potentially use this as a bit of a starter play, getting the turnover on halfway, and look to get at least one good strike on the 7-metre line, closing that gap in the scoreline.
Nice setup there from the Tauranga girls. A little bit of a late cut. Going short side. Is there any space left? Great try there. No room to work in for the winger. I think it's Livy Perenara on the wing there for Tauranga. And she still nearly got there. As we see, they're going to go back to Perenara's side.
Taiatea just doing very well on defence, I think, there, Maya, to lock down both sides of the field very well. I feel that Tauranga girls just need to try exploit another position of the field in order to close the score gap up. As we see a mistake coming out of the try line by Taiatea, Tauranga will be wanting to capitalise on this.
Kahura McClenaghan. Last time they were out, they were working together down on the attacking line. McClenaghan here decides to go left. Across the face of the Taiatea defence and back into this left-hand corner. Like you said, you're trying to look for different options, going down different lanes. Taiatea seem to have that side pretty well and truly covered, as we have an offside penalty on the scoreline. A fresh set of 6 for the Tauranga girls team.
Yeah, I think a great look there for Tauranga with the short side scoop. Potentially the option was to go through there. Getting the penalty nonetheless, another 6 to go on the line as we see the clock approaching the last sort of quarter of this game.
She nearly sold it there to the defender.
Yeah, those dummies that we've seen all too well today.
Kuka just bringing some of the magic out. Kahuta with the ball.
Oh, that's a great play. The touch coming in very nicely there by Pauaka Apanui. A great stop, and that defensive play again from Ngā Taiatea. Just that desire to defend their line. They've done so well, and they've got the 5th touch to make here. Another defensive stop coming from Ngā Taiatea.
Pauaka Apanui, she must be exhausted. Most of the attack has been to her corner of the field, and she's repelled them every single stage. So you see her heading off just in the back of the screen, about to collect the ball here. Oh, no, it's not her. She's still out there. She must be playing the whole game. What a soldier.
Yes, I think you're dead right there. As we see, controlling again, Bennett coming on to Harahup. I think she'll look to go for a scoop through here. A platform set for her. She's quick out of half.
Have you seen a right-to-left long ball in this game?
No, I haven't, which is bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah, very, very unusual, and great to see the growth in terms of the range of skills that our athletes have in this day and age. Someone threw a left to right. They normally rode a unicorn in the touch world, whereas now it seems like it's just as dominant as the right to left pass.
We've spoken about it before, that the determination we see here from the Ngā Taiatea Wahine. Oh, unfortunate there, just to make an error. They were lucky to get the turnover on the half, unfortunately turning the ball back over, and this could be Tauranga Girls' opportunity to bridge that gap in the scoreline.
Really impressed with the consistency of the teamwork from these 3 referees. We've had a couple of penalties on the scoreline, but very few, if any, through the middle of the field that I can remember. And the only time we really have a change of position is at a drop ball or something. So great work from these 3 referees that we see out here. I think the oldest is 16. Crazy.
Oh, amazing. And it's just good to see that the youth doesn't only just fill the teams these days, and in fact also the officiating crew, and a lot of respect that they do have, being so young in the game but so seriously impressive, the way that they manage and officiate all the games no matter the level.
Nice setup here, getting on the outside. How did she get through there? Right to left.
Oh, wow. The options were endless, weren't they?
Bennett there for a nice touchdown, just finishing the great work that happened inside her. Sean took me through what happened there, because I thought there was no gaps.
Well, I think what happened here is she heard you talking about the long ball. She had an option right on her left shoulder in the form of number 10, but she chose to go long with the right to left long ball, just to show you how well she could throw that long ball. Scoring in the corner again was Bennett.
5-2. Ngā Taiatea up against Tauranga Girls. Plenty of time to go, and definitely score 3 touchdowns in this space.
With just over 3 minutes to go, it seems just in front of us here, Maya, that Ngā Taiatea may have faced another injury, this time to Hine Ahurangi, one of their key players. I don't think it'll be enough to make a difference in this game. She is a key player, but what do you think that Ngā Taiatea will look to do to close out this game?
I think stick to what they're good at, and that's their defence and yards, and I think that's why they've won this game, why they've scored some lovely tries, as unfortunately you see Hine Ahurangi travel past us in the golf cart. Hopefully it's not as bad as it looks, and hopefully we see her back later on this afternoon for Ngā Taiatea's last game. This is really what they can't afford with 2.5 minutes to go. Really can't afford to give Tauranga Girls a bit of a sniff down in their defensive half.
As we see Tauranga Girls making their way up the left-hand side of the field, looking to get a strike play, coming in here with just over e rua ngā miniti e toi ana, as we see them carry the ball up the middle of the field, looking for a strike play here.
If Tauranga can score here, we got a game on our hands for the last 2 minutes. So
yeah, absolutely.
For entertainment's sake, I'm hoping they can get across. As we see the number 4 trying to connect. That defense from number 9 from Ngā Taiatea. How can you, being that good when you're fresh, no problem. But she's been on the whole game, and she made that touch about 25 metres in from her sideline. Like, just what a player she has been Poaka Apanui.
Yeah, no doubt she's been doing it all tournament. She does get a little bit of time out there as her team comes towards the sub-box here, but that does not take away from the extreme minutes she's been playing and as well as the game-changing moments that she's been making out there.
Not only does she have the Tauranga girls' yards coming down her sideline, but then all the attack does too, so unlucky there from Ngā Taiatea.
Yeah, McClenaghan with a great no-touch call there, going in to make the touch, pulling out enough to be able to get the call, and this will set up Tauranga for potentially another couple of sets. Hopefully they can get down there in time. Unfortunately, the ref has called a dummy half, I believe, there, Maya.
I had something in my eyes. I didn't quite see that, Sean, so I'll take your word for it.
Unfortunately there, I think they may have just been caught. But as Ngā Taiatea look to come through the field, they have just under a minute to go, and I'm sure Harahup will have something cooking here to try get one last dot down on the board. Harahup with the ball, feeding through to the sweeper.
Great shot down there from the number 3, Megan Gardner. Big effort all game. She comes well in off her link spot. So we see Ngā Taiatea get a fresh 6 here, offside. Not too many penalties, just a few offsides on the scoreline.
30 seconds to go, and we have a whole lot of energy coming from the Ngā Taiatea sub-box here. We could just tell, walking over, they were so connected and so passionate. To lose 2 key players to injuries, which we hope both of them recover very quickly, and it's not too serious. We see them still really just going out there and absolutely smashing it. A great touch by Tauranga. As we hear the final hooter for the game, they'll look to roll the ball and I think just call the game there. No, they want to play with it a little bit.
What a great game we've just had there. The 5th of our live stream today. Definitely for me the most entertaining and exciting game. And while the score finished up 5-2 in favour of Ngā Taiatea Wharekura, it was definitely a whole lot more even than that. Great work from our Tauranga girls. And if that's our 5th game, I can't wait to see what's happening in the 6th and last game of day 2 here at the Nationals in Rotorua.